Back pain after 50 hits different than when you were younger. Your body isn't bouncing back like it used to, and that nagging ache in your lower back feels like it's become your permanent roommate. The truth is, most men over 50 deal with back pain because decades of sitting at desks, lifting heavy objects the wrong way, and general wear and tear have turned their spines into creaky old hinges. But here's the thing, you don't have to live with that constant discomfort. Your back pain isn't a life sentence, and you're not doomed to shuffle around like you're auditioning for a zombie movie. Think of your spine like the foundation of a house. When that foundation starts settling unevenly, cracks appear in the walls, doors don't close properly, and everything feels unstable. Your back works the same way. When certain muscles get weak and others get tight, your spine loses its proper alignment, creating pressure points that scream in protest every time you move. The good news is that unlike a house foundation, your back can be rehabilitated with the right exercises. Most guys think they need to hit the gym hard or pop painkillers to deal with back pain, but that's like trying to fix a leaky pipe with duct tape. Sure, it might work temporarily, but you're not addressing the root cause. What your back really needs is a systematic approach that targets the specific muscles and movement patterns that have gone haywire over the years. These aren't your typical gym exercises that make you grunt and sweat buckets. Instead, they're carefully designed movements that work like a tune-up for your spine, getting everything back into proper working order. The exercises you're about to learn have been battle-tested by physical therapists, sports medicine doctors, and thousands of men who've gone from hobbling around like old cowboys to moving with the confidence they had in their 30s. Some of these movements might look deceptively simple, but don't let that fool you. They're targeting deep, stabilizing muscles that most people never even know they have, muscles that act like your spine's personal bodyguards. Cat-cow stretch? The cat-cow stretch is your spine's best friend, and it works like a gentle massage for every vertebra from your neck to your tailbone. This movement is designed to restore the natural curves in your spine that get flattened out from years of poor posture and sitting too much. When you spend most of your day hunched over a computer or slumped in a chair, your spine forgets how to move through its full range of motion. The cat-cow stretch reminds it how to be flexible again. Start on your hands and knees with your wrists directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Your back should be in a neutral position, not arched up like an angry cat or sagging down like a swayback horse. From this position, you're going to move through two distinct phases. The cow position involves dropping your belly toward the floor while lifting your chest and tailbone toward the ceiling. Imagine you're trying to create the biggest curve possible in your spine. Your head should lift naturally as your chest opens up. This position stretches the muscles along the front of your spine and strengthens the muscles along the back. The cat position is the complete opposite. Round your spine toward the ceiling like you're trying to touch it with your back. Tuck your tailbone under and let your head drop naturally between your arms. This position stretches all those tight muscles along your back while strengthening your deep abdominal muscles. The key is moving slowly and deliberately between these two positions, spending about 3 to 5 seconds in each pose. What makes this exercise so effective for men over 50 is that it addresses multiple problems at once. It improves spinal mobility, strengthens core muscles, and releases tension in both the front and back of your torso. Many guys are surprised by how tight they feel when they first try this movement. That tightness is your body telling you exactly why your back has been hurting. The more you practice this stretch, the more fluid and pain-free your spine becomes. Child's pose. Child's pose might look like you're taking a nap on the floor, but it's actually one of the most therapeutic positions for your lower back. This position works by gently stretching your entire posterior chain while giving your spine a chance to decompress from the constant downward pressure of gravity. Think of it as hitting the reset button for your back. To get into child's pose, start on your hands and knees, then slowly sit back so your buttocks rest on your heels. Your big toes should be touching, and your knees can be together or slightly apart, whatever feels more comfortable. From here, fold forward and let your torso rest between your thighs while extending your arms out in front of you on the floor. Your forehead should gently touch the ground, creating a sense of complete relaxation and surrender. The magic happens in your lower back as this position creates space between your vertebrae. Throughout the day, gravity compresses your spine like an accordion, squeezing the discs and putting pressure on nerve roots. Child's pose reverses this compression, allowing your discs to rehydrate and your muscles to release their protective tension. It's like giving your spine a vacation from holding up your body weight. For men who carry a lot of tension in their hips and glutes, child's pose also provides a deep stretch through the hip flexors and gluteal muscles. These muscles often become tight from sitting too much, and when they're tight, they pull on your lower back, creating pain and stiffness. By stretching these areas simultaneously, child's pose addresses multiple contributing factors to back pain in one simple position: knee to chest stretch. The knee to chest stretch is like a targeted massage for your lower back muscles and hip flexors. This exercise works by using your body weight and gravity to create gentle traction through your spine while stretching the muscles. That's particularly effective for guys who spend long hours sitting, or often become chronically tight in men over 50. It driving, as these activities cause the hip flexors to lying on your back on a comfortable surface with both knees bent and shorten and pull on the lower back. Start by your feet flat on the floor. This starting position already begins to relax your lower back by reducing the arch in your spine. From here, bring one knee up toward your chest, grasping behind your thigh or on top of your shin, depending on what's comfortable for your shoulders and arms. The key is to pull gently and progressively, allowing your muscles to relax into the stretch rather than forcing the movement. As you hold this position, you should feel a gentle stretching sensation through your lower back, hip, and possibly into your glute on the side you're stretching. This is your body releasing tension that's been building up for years. The beauty of this exercise is that you can control the intensity simply by how firmly you pull your knee toward your chest. Some days you might need a gentler stretch, while other days you can pull a bit more aggressively. What makes this exercise particularly valuable is that it also helps restore normal hip mobility. When your hips don't move properly, your lower back has to compensate by moving more than it should, leading to pain and stiffness. By stretching the hip flexors and improving hip mobility, you're taking stress off your lower back and allowing it to function the way it was designed to. Pelvic tilts. Pelvic tilts are the men over 50 have what's called a weak core. Not because they don foundation exercise that teaches your body how to properly engage the core muscles that support your spine. Most would have abdominal muscles, but because they've forgotten how to use them correctly. Years of poor posture and sedentary living cause these deep its natural support system, stabilizing muscles to essentially go to sleep, leaving your spine without. To perform pelvic tilts, lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Place your hands on your hip bones so you can feel the movement you're about to create. Your lower back will naturally have a small arch, which is normal, but many men over 50 have lost the ability to control this arch. That's where pelvic tilts come in to retrain your body's natural movement patterns. The movement itself is subtle but powerful. Gently tilt your pelvis by drawing your belly button toward your spine while simultaneously tucking your tailbone under. This creates a posterior pelvic tilt that flattens your lower back against the floor. Hold this position for 5 seconds, then slowly return to the neutral starting position. The key is making this a controlled, deliberate movement, rather than just mashing your back into the floor. What's happening during this exercise is that you're reactivating your transverse abdominis, the deep core muscle that acts like a natural weight belt around your midsection. This muscle has probably been on vacation for years, which explains why your back feels unstable and painful. Pelvic tilts wake up this sleeping giant and teach it to work in coordination with your other core muscles to support your spine properly. Bridge exercise. The bridge exercise is like a strength training session for your entire posterior chain, targeting your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back muscles in one coordinated movement. For men over 50, this exercise is crucial because it addresses one of the most common causes of back pain: weak glutes. When your glutes don't fire properly, your lower back muscles have to work overtime to stabilize your pelvis, leading to fatigue, tension, and pain. Start in the same position as the pelvic tilt, lying on your back with knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Your arms should rest comfortably at your sides for stability. From this position, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips off the floor, creating a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Your weight should be distributed between your feet and your upper back, with no pressure on your neck. The bridge teaches your body how to use your glutes as the primary movers for hip extension, which is exactly what they're supposed to do when you stand up from a chair, climb stairs, or get out of bed. Most men over 50 have developed compensatory patterns where their lower back muscles do the work that their glutes should be doing. This exercise breaks that dysfunctional pattern and restores proper muscle activation. Hold the bridge position for 5 to 10 seconds, focusing on keeping your glutes engaged throughout the hold. You should feel the work primarily in your buttocks and the back of your thighs, not in your lower back. If you feel strain in your lower back, it means your glutes aren't strong enough yet, and you should start with shorter holds and gradually build up your in, like something you might see at a yoga class durance. Bird dog exercise. The bird dog exercise looks, but it's actually a sophisticated core stability exercise that challenges your ability to maintain spinal alignment while moving your arms and legs independently. This exercise is particularly valuable for men over 50 because it trains the exact type of stability your spine needs during daily activities like reaching, lifting, and twisting. Start on your hands and knees in the same position you used for the cat-cow stretch. Your spine should be in neutral alignment, with your head in line with your back. The challenge begins when you extend your right arm forward while simultaneously extending your left leg backward. Your extended arm and leg should form a straight line parallel to the floor, while your supporting arm and leg maintain stability. The real work happens in your core muscles, which have to fire continuously to prevent your body from rotating or collapsing. Most guys are shocked by how difficult this seemingly simple exercise can be. Your body wants to twist, your hips want to hike up, and your supporting arm starts shaking within seconds. This is exactly the type of challenge your core needs to develop the stability required for pain-free movement. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, then extended leg should be straight but not hyperextended, and your extend switch to the opposite arm and leg combination. Third arm should reach forward without letting your shoulder key is maintaining perfect alignment throughout the movement. Your blade wing out from your back. Modified traditional plank is often too challenging for men over 50 who plank. The plank exercise are dealing with back pain. The modified plank allows has become synonymous with core strength, but the you to get all the benefits of this fitness level. Instead of supporting and making the movement more accessible for your current excellent core exercise, while reducing the load on your spine, your body weight on your toes, drop your forearms on the floor. Your body should down to your knees while maintaining the plank position with your elbows directly under your shoulders. This modification reduces the load on your core by approximately 40 form, a straight line from your knees to your hip percent while still providing an excellent strengthening stimulus. The modified plank teaches muscles, and even your glutes all have to coordinate to maintain your entire core to work as a unit, which is exactly how it needs to function during daily activities. Your deep abdominal muscles, back position, this type of integrated core training is much more functional. Only work your muscles in isolation. Focus on breathing normally than traditional sit-ups or crunches, which while holding the plank position. Many people hold their breath during this exercise, which defeats the purpose of building functional core stability. Your core needs to be able to work while you breathe, talk, and move, so practice maintaining the plank position while breathing men over 50. Hip flexor stretch. The group of muscles that run from your lower spine and pelvis to your upper thigh bones, prolonged sitting they create. When these muscles become tight from a constant forward pull on your lower back, forcing it into an exaggerated arch that leads to pain and stiffness. To perform this stretch, start in a lunge position with your right foot forward and your left knee on the ground. Your front thigh should be parallel to the floor, and your back leg should be extended behind you with your knee touching the ground. Place your hands on your front thigh for support and slowly shift your weight forward, feeling the stretch in the front of your back, hip, and thigh. The key to making this stretch effective is the subtle positioning adjustments that maximize the stretch on your hip flexors. Slightly tuck your tailbone under and engage your glutes on the side you're stretching. This posterior pelvic tilt intensifies the stretch and ensures you're targeting the right muscles. You should feel a deep stretching sensation in the front of your hip, not in your lower back. Hold this stretch for 30 to 60 seconds, breathing deeply and allowing your muscles to gradually release. Many men are surprised by how tight their hip flexors have become over the years. This overnight, and it won't resolve overnight. Tightness doesn't develop, but consistent stretching will gradually restore normal length to these muscles and reduce the pull on your lower back. Piriformis stretch. The piriformis is a small but mighty muscle deep in your buttocks that can cause big problems when it becomes tight or inflamed. This muscle runs from your sacrum to your thigh bone and plays a crucial role in hip stability and rotation. When the piriformis becomes tight, it can compress the sciatic nerve, causing pain that radiates down your leg and makes sitting, walking, and sleeping uncomfortable. The figure 4 piriformis stretch is the most effective way to target this troublesome muscle. Knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Cross lie on your back with both your right ankle over your left thigh, just above the knee, creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. Reach through the gap between your legs and grasp the back of your left thigh, then gently pull your left leg toward your chest. You should feel a deep stretching sensation in your targets, not only the piriformis, but also other tightness and back pain. The beauty of this stretch is that you right buttock and possibly into your hip. This stretch deep hip rotator muscles that contribute to hip can easily adjust the intensity by how firmly you pull your leg toward your chest and how much you allow your hip to relax into the stretch. Some men find that they can barely get into the starting position, for piriformis is so tight that this stretch. If that's the case, start by simply crossing your ankle over your thigh and letting gravity provide a gentle stretch. Over time, as your flexibility improves, you can progress to the full version of the stretch. Looking at these 10 exercises, you've got a complete toolkit for tackling the back pain that's been holding you hostage. These aren't magic bullets that will transform your spine overnight, but they're proven methods that work when you put in the effort consistently. Think of it like tuning up an old car. You wouldn't expect one oil change to fix years of neglect, but regular maintenance keeps that engine purring. The beauty of these movements is that they don't require expensive gym memberships or fancy equipment. Your living room floor becomes your rehabilitation center, and 15 to 20 minutes a day becomes your investment in getting your life back. Some days your back will feel better than others, and that's completely normal. The key is showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Your spine has been supporting you for over 50 years, and it deserves some attention and care. These exercises give you the power to take control of your pain instead of letting it control you. Start with the movements that feel most comfortable and gradually work your way through the entire routine. Remember, the goal isn't to become a yoga master or set strength records. It's to move without wincing, sleep without tossing and turning, and get back to doing the things you love without your back holding you back.